So this is the office that we sit in. There's like a little bed there. That's where she takes the baby's heartbeat and my measurements and all of that. And there's little toys for little Missy here. And we're both sitting down talking with the midwife. It's fun, eh, baby? It's funner than the doctors, don't you think?
Yeah.
What do you think? Like,
it's nice.
More personal, eh?
Yes, more. What? What's up? You're gonna fall, huh?
No, I'm not gonna fall. It's so beautiful outside today. It feels like spring. I know you see a lot of snow, but it feels so hot and beautiful, and I can't wait till the sun comes out. And the appointment, we just came out of it. It was amazing. I was a little bit worried because I couldn't feel our baby move, but they told me that my placenta is a little bit in the front, and that's why I can't feel baby move a lot, because it's creating like kind of a barrier between my belly from the outside and the baby. So that's kind of reassuring. So baby's heartbeat was fine. I couldn't wait to hear baby's heartbeat this time. And they said also, I mentioned about my belly, I felt like I was being like a little bit smaller than normally, and they told me that my belly was perfectly fine. They measured it, was like 19 centimeters, something. She said 19 for 19 weeks, perfect. And I was like, okay, that's good. So now I know that I'm not like too small or something. And she told me that I think it was every week it goes up like a centimeter on your belly. So like right now, my placenta or my uterus, I think, is up to my my belly button, and every like week it goes up a centimeter. So I'm excited and I'm happy. And also she told us that she thinks it's a boy because when she put the thing to hear the heartbeat, she said that she felt like the baby was more, I don't know, placed in a position that usually boys are placed in. So that is that for this appointment. It was really fun. Now we're gonna go eat and do a few stuff with the family. Bye! So I thought I would say just a few like differences that I noticed between having a doctor versus having a midwife, because my two first pregnancies, as a lot of you know, I had doctors, and let's just say I had my reservations about midwives. I heard about them, but I wasn't like, I don't know, too thrilled about the idea about not having like a whole medical team behind me just in case something happened. And I guess I didn't know like to what extent midwives were actually trained. You know, like doctors, for example, you know, they have obviously their medical training, and obstetricians, they do like, they specialize in delivery and stuff like that. But midwives, they do 3 years in the university just studying, you know, how to deliver a baby, if there's complications, what to do, what not to do, and, you know, the whole psychological point of view as well. And what I feel like is that the midwives, they act more like on like the natural delivery process. They trust more like the woman's body, and they don't have like a fixed like procedure they have in their head, like, oh, she has to deliver by this amount of time, or like, for example, doctors, like if it's not progressing fast enough, they're gonna give you pitocin, or they're gonna like try to make the delivery go faster, while a midwife is going to suggest more natural options, such as like walking, using a different position, and they tend to like listen to your needs a little bit more. Like and give you more control over your birthing process. So, for example, if I want to give birth in water, if I want to go in a certain position, if I want to give birth in my house or at the birthing house, or even in a hospital if I want, it's my choice. So that's what I really like about the midwives, is that you have more control over your birthing process, you know. Like, I know that with doctors you also have those choices, but they don't make you feel that way. They make you feel like this is the procedure and you have to go according to plan. And that's how I felt with my 2 other pregnancies, especially my first one, where I was a lot younger. I was 21 when I got pregnant, so when I gave birth I was like barely 22. And I just listened to everything the doctor said. I did everything the doctor said. I was provoked with my first one. It was almost 2 weeks late, and I did like, he put Pitocin, and it was a very long and painful process, and I wasn't allowed to walk. I had to stay like in my bed, which really sucked. And you know, with a little bit of hindsight now and experience, I would not let the doctor tell me like just to stay in my bed. I would be like, there's no freaking way I'm staying here all day. I'm moving, I'm walking, because, you know, as a lot of you know, when you're pregnant, especially towards the end, the most uncomfortable position is like laying down on your back. So that's one of the differences I really love. It's like the control that you have over the whole process, and you feel more like, I don't know, in touch with your body, more like it's a natural thing, not like a medical thing, like a military process that you have to go through. You know, it's like you have to trust your body to do what it naturally knows how to do, you know. So that's number 1. And also, another thing that I find like super cool about the midwives is that when you go there for your appointment, like, you don't feel like a number, you know. You feel like a person, like a real person. They ask you how you feel. They ask you what you've been going through. If you have any questions, they take their time, and they don't make you feel rushed. They don't make you feel like you have to like get out of their office in 15 minutes because they have patients waiting. Like, no. They sit with you, they talk with you, how are you feeling, like, I don't know, it's really personal. That's why I keep on saying that word. Like, you guys have heard me say that a lot. Oh, it's so much more personal, but that's what I mean by it. Like, they really have like a human approach to the whole thing. They don't make you feel like you're just some robot, you know. And so if I had to make a pick between the doctors and the midwives, I think that you're gonna, my choice is pretty obvious. It's the midwives. So if like, sometimes I wish that I could go back in time with my 2 other pregnancies and go with the midwives, but I didn't know back then. I didn't even know like really what it was. Like, in my head it was like just some weird thing, like I don't know, these ladies that don't really have any tools, they don't know, but they have tools, they have all the equipment, and you know, if something goes wrong, you know, they don't wait till the last minute. If something's not normal, they're gonna send you to the doctors, to the ambulance, and everything is set up in a way, like in the birthing house, that it's easy access for the ambulance, and they're not gonna like send you at the last minute when something's horribly wrong, you know. So it's like just one of those things that I find that you know, you really have to explore your options. If you feel safer in the hospital and with the doctors, then go that way. But you know, if you're looking for more control during your birthing process, you know, if you want more options, if you feel like you want more, I guess, a human approach, I would definitely choose the midwives. So that's my take on it. So say hi to Luis. Hello, mi amor.
Hello.
So baby, you think it's gonna be a baby boy or a baby girl?
A boy, of course.
Yeah, eh? You've been saying that since the beginning. Is it because you want a baby boy that you've been saying that, or you really feel it?
Because I feel it.
Yeah, eh? Alright, so see you guys later.